Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals. The Cardinals will put total leather to crank us up. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Tar Heels offense will go on the attack first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football, great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Back to throw, it's Baker. Bringing the heat. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That kind of play can really get you going. On defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. This offense has it with really good field position. He'll keep it himself. Taking it the other way. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They ran it on first down, now on second. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, going up top. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Cardinals send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him that loss a week ago. Called on just once. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program? Lost one deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
The Tar Heels line up to punt it away. Snap to the up end, it's a fake. And the the gamble pays off as they pick up the first down.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the first down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Quarterback now breaking the field. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Breaks into the open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the fetch.
Quick strike complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Touch pass on the run. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Tar Heels had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina. Fired in from the red zone for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Mississippi State made it look easy today, but I promise you, There is nothing easy about a double-digit road win. And a victory like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Bulldogs. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Hey, man, if you're going to force it... When the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Defense might bring the house here. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield, it's Wimsatt. Got his man.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Cardinals get it past the sticks.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly complete. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. New set of downs after the completion. Give to Brown. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job. The quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Crosses the 30, he's got away. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Got room to work. Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I tell you what, really good job by the defense. They did not bite on it thinking it was a long pass down the field. You could tell they were ready for it. As soon as they saw the screen, they broke on it, got the running back down super deep.
With the catch, it's Hamilton.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Wants to throw. It's Baker. Rushes on him. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the...
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And the Tar Heels will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. A designed run for the quarterback. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll try to power it in. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So they've got the lead. They can make it a 2-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead, the offense just hammering it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Makes the grab. It's Hughes. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Looking to pass. It's Wimsatt. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the right. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
Dances away. He's turning it loose into the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack in the 20.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Chapel Hill. What a fine performance we've seen.
The Tar Heels will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Wimsatt. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Got it in the middle. It's Skinner. At midfield, he's got room. Sprinting away. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. From the red zone, looking for a man. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll try the run. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Baker. Hauls it in. There he goes. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. On the ground, it's Lewis. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
They'll give it to the back. And the Tar Heels want to crank the tempo. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
North Carolina. Here we go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Hamilton. He stopped short of the first down, but he gets it into plus territory on the scramble, and now decision time on 4th.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys. He's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football.
Intercepted, number 19. They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play, and they've got it at the 38.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to, and as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Baker. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Trying to set up the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Arizona State answered the bell away from Tempe today with an impressive victory. The Sun Devils knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team.
Brown has it.
Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Looking for a man. It's Clemson. Snagged out of the air. Showing off that weight room work as he gets across the 20 and up to the 22.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. Hauls it in at the 40. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they like.
Give to the back. He'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage, and time has expired here in the third. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got it behind the line. It's Gauze. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Trying the left side. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He got it. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air, it's Wimsatt. Grabbed over the middle, it's Golden.
A good start by this offense, something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
Got his man. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And the Cardinals lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll run the sneak for it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get...
Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
And the Tar Heels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Using his feet. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Baker. The throw to the outside is complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Tar Heels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Gonna look downfield again. Wideout trying to get it in. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Gets rid of it. And here's the pick. And oh, did they need that right now.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back at an opportunity like this.
Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete.
Well, that one goes incomplete, and certainly the quarterback can help his receiver out a little bit by trying to slow him down or make a more accurate throw, but that didn't have a shot at staying in bounds.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it on the outside. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. To the air, it's Wimsatt. Forced out of the pocket. Short gain on the play before he slides. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Hughes. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Golden.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call when it keeps some DBs back deep? I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper. Understanding they're down. They're going to have to.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee.